Yo, what's up guys, my name is Ryan and I just wanted to make this quick video on Nintendo Switch Presentation 2017. So obviously I have some positives and some negatives about the presentation that we will discuss. But firstly fam, can we just talk about how I was watching this presentation in the UK on Friday 4 o'clock in the morning? Like bruh, okay, this is how it went down. Like the forecast in my area was to snow, right, heavily.
The major concern, especially into the rush hour, is for East Anglia and the southeast of England, where the heavy rain quickly turns to snow. I think in many places, widely a few centimetres, maybe more than that, over the hills.
So I was like, alright then, calm, so no school then. So I woke up at like 10 to 4 in the morning to watch the presentation live and, you know, not worry about having to go to school due to the snow. But it turns out I still had to go to school despite the high amount of snow. So all day I was just tired fam, so don't do what I did guys. Anyways, let's just talk about this presentation. So the presentation started with all sorts of flashing lights and a DJ apparently, which was actually pretty cool. I mean, I kind of missed that part when I was watching it, but not gonna lie though, I thought the Nintendo presentation would be an online like how they've always been doing it for the past years. Instead they were on a big stage, which is nice to see that they're doing again. They confirmed that the Switch will be released on March 3rd, 2017 for the majority of the countries, which is calm for those who wanted to get the console as soon as possible. I mean, that's a calm date, not gonna lie, that's only 2 to 3 months from now. The price of the console will be 30,000 yen for Japan, $300 for the US, and £280 for the UK, which I'm kind of annoyed because $300 equivalates to about £250, so we are technically getting it for a higher price, but you know, it's only a £20 difference, so it's not really that deep. They talked about the online services of the Switch and they announced that it will be a paid service, but will be free until autumn. You can say that this is a negative, as for the Wii and Wii U the online was always free, so having to pay now is kind of annoying. Then again, I guess it makes sense, so Nintendo can earn a profit or something that the Wii U was struggling to get, so yeah. On the other hand, they are not having region locking on the Switch, which is lovely because I hate having to be restricted to buy games from the UK and not elsewhere, such as when I go on holiday to the US or something. They then go on to talk about the main features of the Switch, such as being able to play as a home console as well as a handheld, as well as 2-player with the 2 Joy-Con controllers. The battery life on the other hand is a bit squiffy though, as they did say it will range from 2 to 6 hours depending on the game, which I think is pretty poor. I mean, you think the battery life would be a bit higher as it is a handheld as well, so just don't expect a lot of game time when you're playing on the go. You can however recharge while you're playing, so yeah, that's standard. So then after explaining the main uses of the Switch, they went on to talk about the Joy-Cons and the main controller. The Joy-Cons can actually do quite a bit as they can be used as separate controllers. I'm sorry, but I just do not care, those Joy-Cons are small. Obviously I'm gonna have to try out for myself, but based on looking at it, it looks puny. In fact, when attached to the main controller it still looks small. You can however make it a tad bit bigger by putting a strap on them for the motion control, but you know, not by much. But besides the size, the Joy-Cons can be used for amiibo, take screenshots and video, and motion control. And they even have a new type of vibration called the HD Rumble, to where you can even tell up to 3 ice cubes and even feel as if it's filling up with water. I think that it's pretty cool, but you know, not entirely necessary, so they better put that HD Rumble to good use, which I think they will. Which leads me to the games that they announced. The first game they announced was a party minigame bundle game, a bit like the Wii Sports for the Wii U. The game is played with the Joy-Cons with 2 players. And yeah, it is basically just a mini game collection made to be used as a icebreaker for parties and such. Nothing too special, but you know, it's basically the starter game for the Switch that will be coming out at launch. I would be interested in the game, but there's just one problem. You actually have to pay for this game separately and it's not actually bundled with the Switch, which I think should have been the case with this game, because who's gonna pay £40 for a minigames collection? The game should have been bundled with the console, or at least at a lower price, but maybe it will have some good laughs with it, I don't know. Next they showed a game called ARMS, and yes, that is actually the name of the game. to where it is a fast-paced boxing / shooter game to where you hit your opponent with long extendable arms and special attacks. You can also jump and dash, and the players can bend their punches by twisting their hands as they swing. When I saw this, I immediately was thinking of the Werehog from Sonic Unleashed. But I'm not gonna lie though, this game actually looks quite fun and it looks very colourful. Some people may be turned off by the fact that it's shown to be controlled with motion controls, but apparently you can use standard controllers and the Pro Controller if you want. The game will be coming out in April, so not too long, and if I do get a Switch I may consider getting the game, only if there is a huge price drop, because I'm not paying £50 for a boxing game. That is insane. Next they showed Splatoon 2, which actually looks pretty good. Unfortunately I haven't played the first one on Wii U because I never really got a chance to play it, but for those who don't know, the main gist of the Splatoon is that you are a creature called the Inkling and you are in a team against another team to try and cover the turf with your colour ink as much as possible before time runs out. You have a wide range of guns and special equipment to help you also. As you can see in this game, they've added the ability to roll and jump, as well as loads of other new special attacks and abilities, and guns and new turfs as well. The game looks good and I will try and get it if I do get a Switch. The game will be coming out in summer at a price of £60. Nothing really else to talk about. It's a sequel to Splatoon. I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this, it's just that I haven't really played it myself, so yeah. The next game is probably one of my favourite games to be shown, and that is the next Super Mario game, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. Man, does this game look good. In the game, Mario goes back to his open world sandbox type gameplay like in Super Mario 64 and Sunshine, giving us full worlds to explore. The amount of new stuff in this game is pretty cool. I mean, like how Mario can throw his hat and then jump on it. The settings are also looking pretty clean though, like the forest looking world. There's even actually a city world with actual real people in it. But I don't know man, just seeing Mario next to a real looking person is a bit weird though. Like, it is in this world that the trailer starts out in, so everyone did not expect Mario to pop up. Also about his hat, it seems like the hat is like alive now and will be playing an important role in the game. Am I the only one who thinks that the hat reminds me of the Luma from the Super Mario Galaxy games? We already know that the game will be good. The only thing is that it's not coming out till Christmas this year, so we'll be waiting quite a while for this game though, so that's a bit unfortunate. Next they showed Xenoblade 2, and I've never played the first one or even know much about the series, so I don't really have much of an input, but I will just say that the graphics are good and the sense of space and scale is spectacular, as well as the music. The music that was playing when they showed the title was just bliss. But yeah, like I said, I never played Xenoblade, but they were quick with the sequel though. Like, I swear Xenoblade Chronicles X came out like not too long ago. I'm gonna skip through the next few games to save some time, but they were basically showing off some third-party games like FIFA and Skyrim, so I'm just going to cut to the end of the presentation. At the end they finished with the final trailer of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. What can I say that hasn't already been said? The game looks amazing and I'll definitely be picking it up, whether it will be on my Wii U or on a Switch. The trailer basically showed more of the story aspect of the game, showing Zelda and whatnot, and even showed more of the voice acting also, which I think is about time they do in a Zelda game. I want to keep this quick, but basically we've been waiting for this game for far too long now, and after all the delays, the game will be coming out at launch for the Switch as well as a Wii U version. So that is a big plus right there. So that was the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. Obviously I liked some of the games they showed, but there were some things that they did not show that I think they should have showed, and other stuff that is on the website but didn't show in the presentation itself. The screen resolution and the fact you only get 32 GB of storage. That is very poor. I mean, we should be getting at least 64 GB as a minimum. We're in 2017 now, Nintendo. You are seriously slacking in that department. They even neglected to mention other games that were planned for the Switch, like a new Bomberman game and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which finally has a proper battle mode as well as new characters and items. I'm not sure why they didn't show the rest of the games in the presentation, maybe just to save time and stuff, but I don't know, maybe they just wanted to show all the new games. But let's not forget, the Nintendo Switch's overall lineup is looking pretty weak though still. I mean, you have the Zelda game, which is good, but it is accompanied with the 1-2 Switch game and the Bomberman game, which you can say are looking to be decent. as well as 2 other games, Just Dance and Skylanders, which you can already get on other consoles. I don't know, I just don't want the Nintendo Switch to fail like the Wii U did. I mean, what Nintendo should have done is release the Mario game at launch with Zelda, so you have 2 strong launch titles to coincide with each other and ensure a strong launch for the Switch. That was one of the main reasons why the Wii U failed, the lack of consistent games and the poor marketing. Granted, the marketing for the Switch was overall better than the Wii U. I mean, I remember when the Wii U first came out, I didn't even know what it was, and I honestly thought it was just an expansion for the Wii when I first saw it. Thankfully, Nintendo fixed that problem, but not by much, as we still need to see Switch everywhere. I mean, we need to see the Switch in adverts, posters, you name it, so people know what the Switch is. I'll probably be getting the Switch around Christmas time, that way all the games are, out and stuff, but I'm not in a rush to get it. This has been my review / thoughts on the Nintendo Switch Presentation 2017. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day and peace.